Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Today we have the full patch notes for the upcoming update that's going to be dropping later today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is something similar to Xenoverse 2. You know how whenever we get a brand new DLC pack, a couple days before we get the free update? Same idea here, except that this free update is going to be dropping an hour before the paid content. We'll go ahead and break everything down. We have some battle adjustments, some changes to the systems, some added features, and even talks about the new game mode that we covered here on the channel a couple days ago. So without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's hop straight into it. Update for Sparking Zero, changes and adjustments to features and battle systems. We will be implementing an update to make the following adjustments on January 20th at 23 Central European Time, 14 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So real quick, the US time zones, that will be 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Central Time, and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the following platforms, of course, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Steam. Maintenance on all platforms will last approximately an hour. So again, Pacific Standard Time, this free update maintenance will start at 2 p.m., will last for about an hour, and then the servers will go live at 3 p.m. That's when the actual paid DLC drops. So, well, technically the free update as well, because the maintenance is an hour long. To ensure a more enjoyable gaming experience in Sparking Zero, please make sure to apply the latest update file. And the specific version is going to be 2008, 007, 003, 005, and 004. Game mode adjustments. So this is the brand new game mode that they're going to be implementing. It's called Legendary Warrior Face-Off. New, in parentheses. It's like a YouTube title for real. This mode, where you can face off against an extremely powerful character, has been added for a limited time. You cannot select this mode outside of the time period. So we don't necessarily know how long this event or game mode is going to be in the game for. You know, maybe for about a week or maybe a month, because in the previous tweets that they mentioned, this is more in its beta phase. They're just using this first time as a testing ground. They're also going to be using the second time as a testing ground, implementing some of the different feedbacks. But comment down below what you guys think this specific game mode is. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that this sounds like one of those giant raid boss battles, just because it does say an extremely powerful opponent. So maybe they might increase the health to the max, up the difficulty setting to the max, you know, even greatly increase the opponent's output damage. So they're just going to be doing max damage, right? They might even start up the game with max skill count, you know, fully charged ki. I don't even know. Or maybe it could be like a survival mission, because the Japanese Dragon Ball Games Twitter page, the translations could be an error, but it does say new game mode, time attack, something along those lines. So maybe instead of trying to defeat the opponent, we just survive the time limit and output as much damage as possible. And then, you know, we climb up the leaderboards. Of course, they will be distributing rewards. That's been confirmed. So I'm just looking forward to this, and it's pretty epic how they're including more game modes, because a lot of players have been asking for new modes. Next, we have the functionality adjustments. Episode of Battles, which is the story mode, right? It is now possible to change the difficulty even when using a Dragon Orb. I mean, in my personal opinion, the story mode, I guess it can be difficult, but it's not really difficult. I mean, you're just going up against a computer, right? So you can already lower the difficulty setting. However, when you do so, you can't necessarily activate the what if paths. You have to complete the mission in its original default setting, right? Custom battle, which the custom battles are the ones that you can create or, you know, play other people's missions. More situations, effects, and text that you can set have been added. Ooh, more situations and effects. Interesting. I don't know, just more details that we can probably add to the mission itself. And text, maybe they're going to be making the search system a lot easier, because I know right now it's kind of wonky. A lot of players don't necessarily like how it is, so they're just going to be applying some small details and adjustments, which a lot of us do appreciate. Now we have a player match. Quick match has been changed so that you do not enter a room and instead get immediately matched with an opponent. Yeah, as I just said. So instead of clicking final match, and then you know how like it shows a giant list of players, you click on the name, you join the room, and then you fight. Dude, so they're just adding a quick match. So for all those people out there that just want to play rapidly without waiting, that is great, man. This is something I'm going to be using to the fullest for sure. This is, you know, one of the major feedbacks a lot of the players have been criticizing the game. Where's the quick match for non-ranked? We have also added quick room search for quick match. Yeah, again, so you just click on it, and then instead of finding a lobby, it just puts you in one, and you know, you get to fight the opponent right off the bat. Yeah, let's go. W update so far. Ranked match. A wait time has been added before matching begins as a penalty based on the number of times you have disconnected. All right, so I'm pretty sure this was already a feature in the game. For example, if you were to disconnect or even rage quit, this was the penalty option, right? It would just take a lot longer for you to find a match. So I guess they're going to be just improving the wait time, you know, increasing it, which is good. I mean, we also have the rage quit penalty with the previous update. If you were to rage quit, you would lose points and the opponent would get the points, right? So that was like good enough, but hey, at least they're adding some more details to the penalty system. Battle setup. You can now see the controls explanation when selecting a character. Battle system adjustments. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a major one. Charge attacks. This is referring to the smash attack and rush chain. You will no longer recoil while charging when receiving a rush attack or a rush key blast from an opponent in sparking mode. Cool. Rush attack. It is now harder to mistakenly input a smash attack during rush attacks. Oh, cool. That's referring to the glitch, because with the previous patch, if you were just to do a basic combo string, you know how sometimes it would just drop, or you will go directly into a charged smash attack? Dude, they're fixing that now. Oh, so the combos won't be dropping. Hey, I'm already bad at the game, but this was making my playstyle even worse, not going to lie. Hey man, even I noticed it. And I just do showcases over here or go up against computers. So a lot of players will be happy about this one for sure. Grand Slash. Hitting an opponent that is falling from a Grand Slash with another Grand Slash will now cause them to be blown away spinning. Rush Key Blast. You will no longer be able to perform a high-speed evasion when being hit. Smash Key Blast. You will now be easier to hit when firing while moving. Perception / super perception. All right, so what are they doing to this? Because this is extremely free. All you have to do is press the circle input if you're on PlayStation. I believe it's B on Xbox, and it's a free counter. It doesn't cost any skill count, doesn't utilize any key, doesn't do nothing besides get a free counter, right? So I'm looking forward to this one right here for sure. A certain amount of key will now be consumed upon activation. They cooked. How much key? 1 key bar? I don't think it's going to be that much. Half a key bar? That's reasonable, in my personal opinion. It might even be a quarter of a key bar, but I think half will be a bit better. Yeah, so now it's not completely free, because players 24/7 would just spam the counters into the Sonic Sweeves, you know, activate the Sonic Sway on accident. So the super perception, when you, let's say, deflect a key blast, because that already consumes 2 skill count. Will that also drain your key as well? So it's like double the consumption in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's still good in my personal opinion. I like that one. After finishing the move... Oh, so we have more. The time until next action is able to be performed has been increased. Oh, so there's a longer duration of window. So you have to wait. So you just can't keep spamming perception after you land it. There's going to be a certain wait period until you can utilize the perception counter again. Woohoo! Epic. Super counter. Oh, dude, they're changing all the counters. So this is the super counter, the one that's pretty hard to time. It's the up square, right? Doesn't cost any resources. It just costs skill, player skill. That's it. Where you press up skill as soon as you get hit, and you can counter anything, right? Being attacked from behind, you know, incoming supers, just normal basic attacks, grabs, I believe, or you can tech grabs. But all right, let's see what this has to say. Time between being able to perform an input has been increased after unsuccessfully performing a move. Oh, That is epic, because normally you would just spam the super counter, up square, up square, up square, until you actually get the super counter activation, right? But now, after you unsuccessfully perform the move, there's going to be a longer, what is it, input time. So, yeah, I know that's definitely a good thing. Speed impact. The timing for being able to input again after the move finishes has been made later. All right, so something similar to the super counter. Somebody remind me what the speed impact is. Low-key kind of forgot. Chase change. Damage from giant characters has been reduced when chase changing into them. All right, so you know how when you knock back the opponent and you switch into the character, I believe that's what the change system is, and then the character would automatically hit the opponent. But for the giant characters, damage has been reduced. Impact recovery. When blown back from lift strike, holding the button down will activate impact recovery once you hit the ground. Oh, nice. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but after an opponent lands the lift strike and then they do the knockback, you can't necessarily recover. You just float down until you hit the ground. But they're adding this impact recovery system once you do hit the ground, so now you just won't stay there and get hit with an easy super or ultimate attack. I like that one. Also, when blown back and spinning, holding the button down will activate impact recovery once you hit the ground. Isn't that the same thing? I think that's the same thing twice. I don't know. Next, we have the skill adjustments. Overall automatic avoidance skills. So for example, Wild Sense, which is a great blast one, the opponent will no longer be able to use these skills when performing a combo and continuing the combo with a rush in. Wild Sense, attack damage has been reduced. Oh my gosh, what the heck? It's not only that, you know, the first nerf right here for all the automatic avoidance skills, but Wild Sense is being nerfed on top of that, so the damage is not going to be as great, which right now I believe it still costs 2 skill count. I guess that's fine that they're reducing the damage because it is a very good move in my personal opinion. Kaioken, skill count consumed has been reduced only for Goku Z early. Oh, they know that blue Kaioken Goku would have been too great, but hey, at least Z Goku early is going to be a better character, so it's probably going to be reduced by 1 skill count. How much does it cost now? 3, I think? No, it has to cost like 4. Ta-da! Which I believe is Gotenk's Blast 1 attack. Skill count consumed has been reduced. All I need is 5 seconds. He will be fully recovered. Ooh! So again, going back to the previous patch notes, all I need is 5 seconds received a pretty major buff. How it increased the damage of the actual ability. It still lasts for 5 seconds, and they even reduced the skill count for it, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Now, Ki will be fully recovered. Dude, that is intense. Here we have the other adjustments. User friendliness and performance stability have been improved. The application of this update is required for online play, and internet connection is necessary to apply the update. Stay tuned for more updates and enjoy your enhanced gameplay experience in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And that's it for the patch notes. Battle system adjustments, skill adjustments, functionality adjustments, game mode adjustments, all that good stuff. And again, this free update maintenance is going to go live today. We'll start 2:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Will last for about an hour, and then the actual game DLC content would drop 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Looking forward to all this stuff. Stay tuned. We're going to be covering everything in regards to the paid DLC contents, going over all the characters, and even the free update stuff that we just went over today. But, gameplay format. Woo, it's going to be an epic time for sure. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!